What is going on, everyone? It is Super here, and welcome to another Injustice 2 video. We have another Q&A video for you guys. I got a lot of questions that are still in the back burner, plus the extra ones that I got in the last week's Q&A. So let's get started answering as many as I can. The first question here comes from Mohammed, and he asks, do you think Scarecrow has a chance for being in Injustice as a playable character, or possibly a DLC? And Mohammed, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really see Scarecrow being in Injustice, even though I would see him fit in Injustice. You know what I mean? He had a really cool ability as an NPC in the first Injustice, which they copied, or they took over, or they got inspiration for Jason's Red Screen of Death. That first came from Scarecrow. That was the ability that he would have as an NPC. You know, he would make your screen go red and it would mess up your inputs. Not only that, but it would make the screen, you know, like shift up and down. Obviously they wouldn't do that, but they could for sure do the Red Screen of Death, same thing that Jason has, and make your buttons go you know, reverse and go all crazy and stuff. Other than that, you know, he could have some other special abilities, you know, with his gas and stuff like that. He could definitely fit in to Injustice 2, but I really don't see them picking Scarecrow over another, you know, Batman villain like Ra's al Ghul or someone like that. You know what I mean? So it's a long shot, but it's a possibility. You know, never say never. I would definitely say that it is a long shot, but there is a slight chance, and I would actually like to see him in the game because, like I said, I think he would fit in perfectly, especially if they gave him that Red Screen of Death back. It would be really, really cool. So moving on here, Pabs asks, who has the swaggiest moves based on the revealed characters in Injustice 2 so far? And so far, you know, I would say it's Harley Quinn, just because I love Harley. Superman with his, you know, Superman and Supergirl have amazing moves set just because of, you know, their character abilities and what they could do. You know, they could fly, they could do the ground pound, they have the heat vision, you know, really, really cool. But for sure, like, the absolute best looking character move wise right now is Deadshot. You know, he has a variety of weapons, and it looks like he has a similar game style or gameplay style as Aaron Black, you know, so that's definitely a huge plus for me. So I think, you know, out of all the characters revealed so far, if I were to choose one character that has like the coolest looking moves, it will definitely be Deadshot. So oops, I accidentally moved my questions. All right, there we go, got it. All right, moving on here. Harley Quinn. Hey, just talking about her. Harley Quinn asks, do you think Zatanna will come back? She is a very popular character, and she has a great play style. And then I think he said, I might not like her because she has like a teleport, and you are correct. I really don't like teleporting characters. I don't know why. It's just, I can't fit into my playstyle. But anyways, I do like Zatanna. You know, I messed around with her in training mode for a little bit. She has a lot of really cool stuff. You know, she has like the Quan Chi style of, you know, trance. It's really cool. She definitely has a unique and really cool game style. But the reason that I'm gonna say that she's not gonna make it into Injustice 2 is just because she was a DLC character, and most of the time DLC characters don't end up making it to the next game. And if they were to bring one of the DLC characters back to the main roster, it would probably be like Martian Manhunter or Batgirl. Those are the two that I would think of off the top of my head. But just like with Scarecrow, you know, and never say never, who knows, she might make it in as one of the you know, magic based characters. Of course, right now we're looking at Dr. Fate and Constantine, who are, you know, they have a good chance of making it. So who knows, she might end up being a third magic based character, or she might not end up being in the game. But to answer your question, do I think she's gonna make it? I would probably have to say no. Next question here comes from Carlos, and he asks, how do you think the Injustice 2 story mode will play out as far as like the main villain and stuff? So what we know so far, which is not much, to be honest, but what we know so far from, since they revealed the game, they took Injustice 2 to E3 and they gave a little teaser of what the story is going to be, and they pretty much said that Superman is the asshole Superman is gonna be set free from the prison that he's at by an evil force, and then that's it. That's all we know. So I'm assuming that Superman is going to join forces with this evil force, and they're going to let loose all the bad guys that were incarcerated when during the first Injustice, and then it's going to go on from there. And they're the good guys are going to try to stop Superman and stop this evil force that he's aligned himself with, and that's all we know so far. I really don't know anything else. I know that Supergirl is going to play a big role in the story mode. So other than that, we don't know much. So I'm looking forward to having them reveal more information down the road. And of course, whenever they do, I'll make some videos on it. So stay tuned for that. But moving on here, Red Hood guy asks, hey Super, do you think Spawn has a chance as a DLC character? And Red Hood, I would definitely say yes. Spawn has a really good chance to make it in this game because he is a comic book character. So even though he would have fit in perfectly, the #1 DLC for Mortal Kombat X, he would have been the perfect one. He would have been Neo. He would have been the one for MKX. He is a comic book character. So pretty much all NetherRealm has to do is ask Todd McFarlane. Spawn goes through him. If he says, yes, it's okay to put Spawn in your video game, it's going to happen. So all they have to do is please, NetherRealm, please ask Lord Todd McFarlane if they have the right to use Spawn in Injustice 2. And he will be the most bots. You guys will make cash. You guys will make green pieces of paper. You guys will make so much money if Spawn is a DLC character for Injustice 2, because literally every single person will buy Spawn as a DLC character. So please make it happen. All they gotta do is ask, baby. All they gotta do is ask. So moving on here, let's see. Hidden asks, do you think there will be an early demo? No, I don't think there will be an early demo. I think that that's what they have, the play testers, and they pay those guys to test out the game and find out the bugs, find the broken stuff with the characters. So I don't think there's going to be any demos. That's why they also take Injustice 2 to different conventions so people can get their hands on them and play, etc., etc. So as far as like there being a demo, I don't think it's going to happen. Tacos asks, do you think that Batman can have a Night Owl armor set? And my answer is, do I think he can have one? Yes, of course I do, because Ed Boon has already confirmed that via the gear system, you're actually going to be able to change your character into a, sort of cameo character. For example, he used Power Girl and Supergirl. So Supergirl is going to have like a full gear set that will transform Supergirl into Power Girl, sort of fill some fan service there. So another one is probably, the Flash is going to have like a Reverse Flash costume for his gear system. So it would be a really cool, tribute to Night Owl Watchmen character. And I don't know if any Watchmen characters can make it, so like I mentioned, it would be a cool little tribute if they actually gave Batman a Night Owl costume. I would actually really like to see that. And maybe with that being in there, maybe, who knows, as DLC character, that we might get Rorschach, we might get Dr. Manhattan. Oh my god, if he would be in the game, I'll literally lose my mind. But yeah, I definitely think that there's a chance that Batman could have a Night Owl costume in the gear system. So moving on here, where were we? All right, here we go. Strawberry asks, which of these characters do you want in Injustice 2? Superboy, Booster Gold, or Red Arrow? And I guess he wanted me to pick one of the three. If I had to choose only one, it would definitely be Booster Gold, because he would be like the Johnny Cage of Injustice 2. Seeing his intro dialogue with every single other character will be hilarious and amazing. So just based off that fact, I think Booster Gold would be #1 for me. Giorgio asked, do you think that the main man Lobo will come back for Injustice 2? I hope yes, because he's one of my favorite characters. And if yes, do you think they will use the old or the new 52? I really hope no, as far as the new 52, I guess. So I think the main man Lobo will unfortunately not make it into Injustice 2 unless he is on the main 28 character roster. I don't think that NetherRealm will bring him back as DLC because he was already DLC for the first Injustice game. So unfortunately, you know, they didn't do him justice in Injustice. I think he should have been a top tier character because he is the main man Lobo, and they pretty much made him bottom tier in Injustice. So that's going to be his only appearance, unfortunately, unless, like I said, if a miracle happens and he makes it onto the 28 character roster, I will be more than happy for Lobo fans because, you know, he's a sick character. He's awesome. And I would definitely play him for sure. But as far as having him be DLC, I don't think it's going to happen. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to say no on that one. But that's going to be it for today's Q&A video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I will see you guys next time.